week in our stewardship campaign, our pledge campaign, our giving campaign, and invite Jay Kaiser, who's our chair of finance and one of our very long-term church members and leaders, to share a little bit about what this community means for him and why he's given of himself in so many ways over these years. Jay.
Thanks, Linda. And as we listened to Kip this morning, he talked about imagining ourselves into the biblical story. And as we've been in this congregation for, maybe 30 some odd years, it made me think back to walking into the sanctuary and probably dropping the average age of the congregation, down to somewhere around 65. And now that I'm 60, I couldn't have quite that same effect. But we were welcomed into this community by Howard and Ethel Scott, Chloe and Pearson Nelson, Norman and Annette Rote, and folks who were much, much older than we were, but who had a real spirit of welcome and a real interest in seeing this community not die. And it was a church that was facing the decision of, whether or not in a year or two we would be there. And as we've been in this community and we've seen the community grow, one of the things that we've come to really respect and love about this community is it's a community who believes in the stories of Christians like Dietrich Bonhoeffer, who hear Jesus as a call to oppose oppression. The Christians who want to live into the kingdom of God that the historical Jesus talked about, where all are valued children of God. And we give because this is the community that gives us the opportunity to imagine ourselves into that kind of a biblical story. This kind of a community isn't easy to build, and we give because of you and your willingness to help us build and live in the kind of community with all its starts, missteps, all the messy things that go into bringing different people and different ideas together and finding ways to value them and live into that kingdom of God that the historical Jesus talked about. So, as we think about our giving, that's what really motivates us to pledge and to help this community with, financial resources move forward. And so we're grateful for all the support that comes from all of the other people in this congregation to help us take those steps forward and to live into the kind of kingdom of God that the historical Jesus talked about. So thank you.